Growing up on the farm, I learned that if there's two choices, you want the simplest approach to be the solution to your problem. A good example are wall switches. You can have a mechanical switch that's common in all houses, or you can have the new fancy digital switches that tend to wear out fairly quickly. So when it comes to solutions, I always look for the simplest approach to a problem as I run across them. And that's why I like the marking guide on the Hercules 12-inch miter saw. Let me take a moment to show you what I'm talking about. Hello anyone, I'm Scott Boehm. They call me the old farmer. I've had this Hercules 12-inch miter saw for quite a while now. I compare it to the Dewalt miter saws that are out there, and I think that Hercules miter saw is superior to it. It costs less, the features are similar, or where they are different, I think the features are better. So what I like about the Hercules miter saw is instead of using a laser for a guideline, they're using a shadow. And it gives me a flexibility that makes it a little bit better, I think, than what a laser line would be. And also, I don't have to worry about the laser being in alignment with the blade, or that it gets covered over with dust. It's a simpler approach, and I think it gives a better results also, besides just being that it's always going to do what you want it to do. I think there's a little gouge built into the Dewalt, not as bad as Festool's, but they're good tools, but a little bit of a gouge. The Hercules has all the features that you would want in a normal miter saw, plus it has the ability to highlight your cut with shadow rather than using a laser. A laser can get out of alignment. A laser can get clogged up with dust. Whereas if you use a shadow line, you can adjust the thickness of the shadow line to meet the needs of what the cut is. Let me take a moment and give you a chance to see what I'm talking about. Okay, this is a scrap piece of plywood, and I'm just going to use it for demonstration purposes. Draw a line. I've used a little bit thicker pencil so it shows up better. Now the nice thing is you can just turn this on for etching purposes. Now if you see, you really can't tell where that line is supposed to go. But as we bring it down, see that line is starting to line up. And I can either cut so that there's an off piece. I can cut directly on the line like this, or I can cut over here. It depends on what I want, and I can adjust the thickness of that line to right about there, and that's about the thickness of the saw blade. So let me move it so it's an off cut. There we go. And let's give her a little bit of a try. Okay. You can see that it's cutting right on the line, right where I want it to. So let's actually give it a full cut. Okay, right on the line. In other words, it took the pencil out, left the line right where I wanted it. So I can adjust this however I want to. And see, it's for woodworking purposes, that's a straight cut. So there are real advantages to this little Hercules miter saw. One of the other advantages with Harbor Freight is that if you have a problem with it, that in essence you need to do warranty work, you take it back and you set it on the counter and you say it doesn't work, and they'll say go back and pick up another one. Even if it's not quite as good as the Dewalt, that in itself ought to make a big difference for contractors. It gets you back on the job faster. But actually, I think it's as good, if not better, than the Dewalt contractor miter saw. And in fact, I think it's as good as some of the premium miter saws that you would be using in furniture, if you do what you need to do. And that means you keep it in alignment. Hercules is a darn good saw. Thank you for watching.
Before we go, thank you to our subscribers who helped us reach over the 1,000 subscription mark. It's very humbling to receive the support from our subscribers. Thank you. I will always try to give you accurate information, and I'm not worried if you disagree in comments. Just remember, youngsters may read your words. Well, this is the old farmer Scott Bain saying, be well, be safe, and be kind to someone today.
Don't forget to click like, subscribe, share, or ring the bell buttons on the original Old Farmer channel. We enjoy reading the comments that you leave, and they do help the channel, so keep them coming. And once again, thank you for watching the original Old Farmer.
The VFW National Home for Children, providing families of veterans and active duty military opportunities for growth and development in a nurturing community. Please consider a donation to help their children and families. I.C. Rhodes speaking.